I'm Ashton from the Crypto Coin Show, and today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Karn, the CMO of Perpy. Karn, welcome to the show, and thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, hello. Thanks, Ashton, for having me today. Exciting to be here.
Yeah, excited to have you here. Excited to dive into SocialFi, Perps, and what Perpy Finance has been working on. I would love to start off with just a high level on what exactly is Perpy, what has the team built, and a little bit about Perps, if you can, and then we can dive into all the details.
Sure. So Perpy in a nutshell, is a home of SocialFi and asset management hub. So where we are connecting basically investor to traders with two major components. So the trading vault, I will explain a bit the concept, and also the communities. So on one end, the trading vault allow traders to support, and we are supporting the best trading tools on decentralized, and for them to allow the trader to monetize their trading skills, to grow their brand, to manage their community, to onboard their community. And on the other side, you have the investor who can profit from the trader skills by allocating funds into their vault, and also always keeping custody of their funds so they can withdraw at any time. So that's where basically the magic happens, is for investor to be exposed to crypto trading without trading at all, and for traders to monetize their trading skills. So that's one vertical. And the other one is really the social layer of Perpy. So really fostering a community along one trader, and really sharing tokens, sharing alpha, sharing news. So the vault manager, aka the trader, can act on them. And that's where also I will deep dive more into the details, and that's more coming with the spot vault.
Very cool, Karn. And I love this concept, because often people come to me and they're like, I just don't know that much about crypto, or can I just give you money and you can just do it for me, you know? And that there's always so many risks involved in that. But from what I understand of the concept, it's like, no, I'm not going to take your funds, but you can copy trade or follow the social signals. How exactly does that work for somebody who's, they just have Ethereum and they're like, hey, I want to start getting involved in following your trades?
Yeah, I will go into more details and maybe explain the genesis behind the project. So we started the project in the summer 2022. And it was more, if you are going, for example, from the centralized exchanges, that's where most of the retails come from, because that's your first gate into the crypto world. And there you can copy trade trader. So you can basically browse through the trader on the platform and follow that trade. But at the end, you are taking yourself a position. You need to manage your take profit, your stop loss, your size, etc. And it's also, an active management, where compared to Perpy, you are more, you can see that as decentralized hedge funds, for example, where you are investing your money, and the vault manager, or the trader, so that's the same persona, they can just use the funds that are held into that vault, which are a base of smart contracts, and they can use those funds to trade. So as an investor, you don't have to manage your trade, your position. You just have to deposit funds and basically let the trader make money for you. So yeah, of course, for full transparency, there is still risk, because you are also exposed to the downside. But the good thing is, compared to centralized exchanges, all the data are coming from the on-chain. All data are on-chain, so everything is transparent, everything is verifiable. So you can't cheat as a trader about your performance. So you can see the performance for the traders from when he started his vault. So it could be 1 month ago, could be 6 months ago, and you can check how many times he's trading, the size, is he using high leverage, low leverage, is he more a swing trader, is more an intraday trader. So you can basically diversify also your investment into multiple vault and multiple traders. So that's more on the perp side, the perpetual side, where you have leverage. But you can also diversify with our really brand new spot vault, where there is no leverage, it's spot. So the trader can buy on spot. So yeah, just to sum up, compared to central exchange, you are not actively copy trading. You are more investing in a trader that is managing your funds to trade with them and make profit. And in the meantime, is taking what we call a performance fee. So you can see that as commission, because yeah, you are leaving commission on the table, but at the end, you are just passively investing in different traders.
Okay, and that's great to know. And when I go to Perpy, I go to the vaults, I can see all of these different strategies. Is anybody able to create a vault and start being, the decentralized hedge fund manager? And then I guess the track record will sort of bring the best results and returns of the best traders to the top. So anybody can sort of see, it's good, transparent, decentralized blockchain. You can see all of the trades and the history to know what you're getting into if you're going to invest in that vault.
Yes, exactly. So anyone. So we are, in the ethos of crypto, we are completely permissionless. So anyone can come in, open a vault, create a vault, and start being a hedge fund manager, basically, or a trader. As an investor, of course, you need to choose wisely your trader, and that's where all the statistics coming from the on-chain. You can choose a trader that, for example, has a lot of investor. So you can see that, okay, there is a lot of people following and trusting that trader. You can also check the performance over time. You can also check, for example, the maximum drawdown, the maximum profit you made. And that's really the beauty of Perpy is, as long as you are building and being a sustainable and profitable trader, you will attract more and more investors, because people will see and user will see that, okay, this trader knows what he's doing, compared to, for example, one trader who can come to Perpy upon a vault and, just go long 50x on Doge and make maybe one profit, but for example, his win-loss ratio could be, for example, 1 win, 9 loss. And yeah, as a user, maybe you don't want to invest fund in that vault. So that's also the beauty of being really transparent, and as a trader, really building your track record on chain and attracting more investors. And as long as you are attracting more investors, you can take, trade with more size, so bigger commission. And that's where the flywheel is starting, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun strategy to 50x Doge, but it's very risky as well. 1% down and you've lost 50%. So is there a limit to the types of strategies or the types of coins? When you're on Perps, there's so many different coins now that are possible to trade, and also different blockchains that some coins are just coming out on one different blockchain. Yes. What are the limit, or what is the most common sort of strategy that we're seeing?
So right now on the perpetual side, so we are on Arbitrum and BNB chain, but most of the volume is happening on Arbitrum. So we are supporting GMX, which is a flagship on Arbitrum for trading perpetuals, because you have deep liquidity. You have also really execution of your order that are secured. And you also want, as Perpy, to be built on really projects that are really strong and where you know that trader will have a good experience. So that's for the perpetual side. So for the perpetual, as I said, we are based on GMX. So right now you have all the blue chips, so Bitcoin, ETH, Doge, Sol. I think we have XRP. We have also other Atom, if I remember correctly. So that's for leverage. We are also going to support next quarter Gains Network, also on Arbitrum, where we will have access also for the trader to more than 130 pair. So you will be able to trade more crypto pairs on leverage. So that's for the perpetual vertical. And we released last week the spot vault, where you can basically trade any token. So we are completely permissionless, no whitelisting. So you can trade any token on Arbitrum on spot. So as long as you have a contract address, you can just enter that in your vault and swap USDC to that token. So you can trade protocol, who are well known on Arbitrum, but you can also trade memcoin, shitcoin, other low cap coin, other loans. So that's also where we are targeting more the alpha group, the trading group, the degens, because they have not now a clear venue for them to manage their community and also to manage their trade. So I don't know if you want me to go deeper, because I think that's really interesting, the concept and the feature that we are pushing with the spot vault. But yeah, let me know if you want to go deeper.
Yeah, I'm curious about perpetuals with leverage and then spot. Of course, I feel like if you're just getting involved, maybe, and you're like, you might see a great track record, but obviously there's going to be less risk if you're just going into spot. Do you think that will become a more popular product, or is there a different audience that you're seeing for these two different verdicts?
I mean, that's differently that's two different user base for the vault manager, because for perpetual, there is more risk as there is leverage involved. So you need really to have trader with battle tested strategies and who are really taking care of their risk management system for their stop loss, their take profit, the sizing their position, adding to their long or to their short if the market is reversing, etc. So there is more risk, there is more gains, of course. So the risk reward could be higher on the leverage and the perpetual side, but also on the spot. You can have different vault manager who can build different kind of portfolio. So you have definitely that's opening up a new way and a lot of new way to build your portfolio. So you can build, for example, like a strong portfolio based on the highest market cap token on Arbitrum. So you can, for example, I don't want to name ticker here, you can invest in all the perpetual dexes on Arbitrum, some IMM, etc. But you can also go with a more riskier strategy, trading memcoin on Arbitrum, trading low cap. So also the risk reward here, trading memcoin, is also a bit higher. So you can see that somehow it's similar to high leverage, but that's also the way for you to really to identify your vault manager and choose your vault that you are investing in. And you can also, build your own investment portfolio by adding, 30% to really, sustainable and less riskier vault manager, but just put 10% in a really, high risk degen, vault manager, for example. So that's up to you at the end.
I'm curious your thoughts, Karn, on the appetite for this social fi and copy trading in, I feel like this DeFi cycle is just getting started. And, DeFi was pretty big, but more, it was newer back in the 21 cycle. And I feel like the industry has matured a lot and more functionality has been built out since then, and just more stability. Do you think that in the very near future, this is something that could be one of the most popular trading styles for people that are getting involved and now getting deeper into Web3?
Yeah, And that's a really good question. So yeah, there is a lot to uncover. So I'll start maybe with the problem today with the spot vault and more on the the user who are running DGen or alpha communities. So right now, those guys are running either a private Discord or a Discord server, or mostly they are running a Telegram group where they share their trade, where they share their new token that they saw launching or are trending or are getting pumping basically. So they share their entry, they share their exit, their PNL, etc. So that's how they grow and they manage their community. But we are doing that, between Telegram, running the Telegram, screenshotting chart from Dex Screener and posting that into their Telegram, etc. So there is a lot of tools involved and switching between dApps. And that's where with Perpy and the spot vault and also the social layer and read the social, what we call the communities. You can basically onboard your community from Telegram to the social layer that we will release really soon. And basically exchanging with your community there. You can also create gated access if you want to monetize the access to your group. So for example, it could be public, but you could, for example, get the access with a minimum deposit into your vault or with owning a specific NFT from a collection. And there, from that community, you can directly act from any ticker or any token contract address that are shared within that group, within that messaging app inside Perpy. You can take the trade directly from your vault. So that's also removing a lot of friction. That's also really engaging the community, because you can see your vault as a user, you can see directly your vault manager taking the trade of a token that you just saw on another group. You share that into the Perpy community. The vault manager take that trade, and then at the end from take some profit. And as an investor, you are directly profiting from sharing that. So that's also the beauty, is that you are really reuniting the community aspect with the trading aspect under one roof. That is Perpy, basically. So that's for more the degenerate and the degen and the alpha trading group. But you can see also Perpy for retail, as you touch a bit on that topic, as onboarding more retail into Web3. You can, with the vaults, you can see that as investment vehicle, basically, where retail can invest into the best trader. And we are releasing also next quarter the account abstraction. So that will remove all a lot of friction of creating your wallet, bridging to Arbitrum or any other chain, having some gas fees. So those frictions for us, Web3 users are quite common. We know how to bridge, we know how to fund our wallet, etc. But for new user coming from either centralized exchanges or even with on-ramp solution, we need to remove that friction, and account abstraction will remove one part of that. And also creating what we call the meta vault. It's more, that's, I'm going deeper into the concept, but it's more aggregating different vaults into one parent vault where you can diversify. You can invest in one vault, and that investment will be split into different vaults and between different underlying vaults. So basically, you're also spreading the risk onto different managers. So it's more creating, for example, different strategy using different vault manager, and you can also create more profile risk for those retail investors to really abstract that concept and be really user friendly and onboard that retail user onto Perpy. So that's the end goal.
Wow, that's very cool. And it makes sense what you're saying about the current setup of Telegram, Discord, having these groups, and then having to share your screenshot of your trade, and people sort of are on their own, just like try to follow the screenshot and the timing and not really understand. And I feel like there's so many of those groups where there are major traders that have huge followings of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people. For them to move into Perpy, not only will they'll remove a bunch of steps, but also there's the commission and sort of seeing the funds and more transparency. I feel like you're cutting out a lot of steps, making it easier to onboard and bringing more transparency, which blockchain should.
Yeah, definitely. And you're also trusting in a way the manager. So a manager that is posting, a chart or even posting his performance on Twitter, we saw that a lot, and we will see that a lot with the bull run starting. Mm-hmm. The good thing with Perpy is that you can, if you're posting a performance, that's something that is on chain, so you can verify that it's not a fake, that you actually took the trade, and you actually, you can see the entry, the entry level, the exit level, the profit made, and that's also how you build trust as a vault manager, that you are taking the trade and you are transparent about your trade, and you are not dumping on your community, as there is a lot of also these scams running, and Perpy is also removing them, because that's also a way a vault manager will not damage his reputation by tricking his community, because everything is transparent. So that's also a way for his community. Okay, I will invest in and I will follow the news and the token that are shared by that vault manager, by that KOL or crypto Twitter account, because he has a vault on Perpy, so I can track and be sure that okay, this guy is trustworthy and know what he's doing.
No, that makes sense. And especially with crypto Twitter, it's so easy for major influencers or professional traders to just only post the screenshots of their winning trades, and not post the screenshot of all of the trades that they didn't win. It makes them look like they have a 100% track record. I'm sure none of them are sharing, very few share when they lost a trade, although it does show the human side. I'm sure a transparent Perpy vault will give you the full picture.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I know that you guys have a lot on your roadmap. The spot vaults is huge, I believe, for retail as well. Can you talk a little bit about what else you guys have? I know you mentioned social is going to be going further, the meta vaults. Is there anything else that you think will really help lower the barriers to entry and get more people involved into SocialFi?
Yeah, so the social layer is so as you mentioned, the spot vaults is a big step for us, being completely permissionless and targeting alpha group, DJs, trading group, and adding the missing piece of the puzzle, which is the social layer, which we are working on for quite some time, and that will be released really soon. So we have the base layer for the SocialFi and the asset management, and then on top of that, as explained, the meta vault. But it's more continuing to expand the number of pair for perpetual vault, removing the user friction with account abstraction, also expanding maybe, and we already did that, expanding to other layer 2 or other chains, because we want to integrate more chains, so the vault manager have more option, and maybe they are more used to one chain and they want to trade there and not on Arbitrum, for example. So we want also to expand that and adding other verticals. So right now we have perpetuals, pole vault, but what also is coming is option. So that's more for more complex strategy to allow trader to hedge themselves by taking option to hedge their trade on perpetuals. We have also NFT trading, which could be also really successful, because we know that NFT trading volume during bull run are also somehow really quite more higher than what we saw during the bear market. So we will also introduce NFT trading, NFT perp, and sport bet also for different kind of vault manager who just want to open a vault and do that sport betting, because we have some knowledge on that vertical. So that's where we are really heading in terms of adding more vertical and really building the social file layer. So we'll add more functionality for the social aspect. So that's definitely, building that messaging app, but we want to add more feature, more gated access, more way to, for example, even copy a vault into your own vault. So there is a lot of community and social aspect that we are pushing throughout 2024. So yeah, that would be the main fees, and adding on the spot vault, developing the DJing or tools, for example, honeypot checker. Maybe that's a bit specific, but honeypot checker, token sniffer. So really that the DJing have all their tools into one tab, and they don't have to to switch between different tabs, and also some AI trading strategy that are really interesting. And we have some community-led effort already. They already launched on their own a perpetual vault that is using the Tensor Taoshi signal, and they are using that to replicate the trade into their vault. So that's also a really interesting concept that is completely built from by the community and built on top of Perpy.
Wow, that's really cool. And I feel like as AI grows, it's going to be important to have AI strategies in there, or at least an AI portfolio. Some of the projects, I know they've been doing well so far. That's really cool. What is the best way to follow along for those updates so people can test them out when they're ready? And, I know that you mentioned there's a few sort of onboarding steps. Hopefully we can lower the barriers to entry as much as possible, but where's the place that people get started to do all this?
So right now for all community and announcement related, so the best way is to open our Discord. So that's where the community is. We also have a Telegram, which is a bit less active than the Discord. And also on the Discord, it's where it's best to ask your question. Our moderator and we're also our community are more most active there. And if you want to try out the dApps, you can go directly to perpy.finance and just connect your wallet, sign the message just to enter the dApp, and just create your vault. The steps to create a vault is really a few clicks away. So you have maybe 3 or 4 clicks to do just to create a vault. So could be a perpetual vault, could be a spot vault, and then you just have to deposit funds there as a trader to start trading, of course, and start building your track record, your performance track record, and attract investor into your vault. So that will be the easiest step. And of course, don't hesitate to try out the platform, to go onto the Discord, give us your feedback, because we are really eager each time to understand and to know the user experience, so we can improve also those onboarding steps, those sometimes little user friction that user can encounter, and so we can fix them. To improve that experience.
Wow. Yeah, no, it sounds like the platform so far it sounds really good, and there's still a lot to come. So I'm going to try out the vaults myself as well, and I can leave the link to the Discord community and the Telegram, and also just the platform direct link in the show notes below for those who want to start checking it out. And I'm excited for all these updates. I would love to have you and the team back on, in the near future to discuss more, and all the best in the near future for Perpy, and let's follow up very soon.
Thanks, Ashton, for having me. That was very interesting. So yeah, the exciting things are coming. So exciting and really be happy to have a follow-up in 1 or 2 quarters.
Sounds great.